This is Jeopardy! I'm your host, Devin. We have 4 amazing contestants today: Paul, Michael, Isaac, and Noah. Their characters on the screen correspond with their order on the side. Let's get started. Methods of government for 300. The Gupta used this in their political system. Michael?
Well, unlike the Mauryan dynasty, they used a loose network of alliances called tributary states. So what is my tributary states is my final answer.
That is correct. Interaction with other areas. Interaction with other areas for 400. This group of people, which were not an organized state, frequently traded and fought with China. Noah?
What are Central Asian nomads?
That is correct. Methods of government.
Welcome back to Behind the Shah. I'm Noah and this is Michael, and today we're going to be talking about the fall of the Han.
So the fall of the Han was partly in part to the Jianyu attacking them. They were Central Asian nomads who frequently fought and traded with the Han, but the Jianyu attacking them came at a bad time because the Han were suffering from internal problems from the wealthy getting too much wealth and the poor not getting enough land to farm. So the Jianyu basically took advantage of that and just attacked the Han.
Methods of government for 500. This political system was used by Darius in order to keep control of his large empire. Isaac?
Cyrus and Junzi, that's not satrapies. Australopithecus.
That is not correct at all. That's a
What?
completely different time period.
Oh my-
Paul?
What is satrapies?
That is correct.
How could you get that wrong?
Oh my goodness!
Welcome back to Behind the Show. We're going to be talking to you about satrapies. So satrapies was the Persian political system, and that included satraps who had political authority over a certain region, and that really helped the empire because the empire was like so big, so the emperor couldn't keep track of it all at one time.
And Darius also established spies that looked over the satraps to make sure they didn't plan any rebellions and take over the empire or weaken it.
Governmental change for 400. This event led to regional kingdoms being formed in Western Europe. Michael?
I remember in my history class with the program, Morales taught us that Western Europe was like unified under the Roman Empire, but like when it fell, Germanic tribes, they started making their own regional kingdoms. So my final answer is what is the fall of the Western Roman Empire?
That is correct. Now, governmental change for 100. That is your video daily double.
This Greek polis focused primarily on military to defend themselves from internal and external conflicts.
Michael?
Well, I remember that the Spartans, they had like helots that would like do their agriculture for them. So like they needed to protect themselves from the helots in order to maintain their political system. So like they had to like militarize a lot to protect themselves. So my final answer would be, what is Sparta?
So smart.
Yeah.
And now for a quick segment on oceanic politics.
Welcome back to Behind the Shah. Today we're going to be talking about Oceania's chiefdoms.
Oceania was separated into different tribal villages on the different islands because there was far too much water between each of them for them to have a strong imperial government.
Hi. Have you or a loved one suffered from poor test scores? Would you like to improve your overall grade in pre-AP World? I've got a solution for you. The program. This 5-step program can help you improve your test scores, get an A in pre-AP World, and Morales will love you, unconditionally. If you would like to go to your free consultation for the program, call the number on your screen, 1-800-JUNZI. That's 1-800-JUNZI. Call now.
I just have to say, pre-AP taught by Mr. Morales is the most fantastic program on this campus by far. The Bentley book is amazing, it's exciting, and Morales makes it even better than that, and that's even impossible to think of how it could be better than what Bentley wrote. But it's Bentley, right? Mr. Morales' history program, fantastic. Every kid that comes out of there goes on to do great things because of that program.
Social/cultural influence for 400. This type of governmental system was used by the Mayans. Noah?
I remember they had a theocracy. I remember they had a theocracy, which is a religion-based rule. So theocratic city-states. What are theocratic city-states? Is my final answer.
That is correct, because it bled into... Behind the show, we're going to be talking about how the Mayan theocracy influenced them politically. An important part of this was the Mayan bloodletting rituals that the rulers did in order to justify their rule. They said they were pleasing the gods. Another important part of their theocracy was the ceremonial centers. This helped their economy and their religion because they did their trade with each other in the same place that they did their rituals, making religion more prominent in society. State expansion slash dissolution for 300. Decentralized rule in these post-classical India empires led to internal rebellions and eventually dissolution. This is in the post-class, yeah. Alright, Noah? Oh, that's not the right answer. The final answer is Chola and VJ, however you say that.
Well, I can't pronounce that.
On the show, this is Devin and Paul.
We're going to be talking about how the Chola and the Vijayanagar declined due to their decentralized rule. There was too much autonomy. There was too much autonomy among the locals that they controlled. So there was room for rebellion. Since they didn't need the imperial rule, they thought that they should take power into their own hands. Expansion for 200. This led to the Bantu expanding into sub-Saharan Africa. Paul?
What is population pressures?
Yes, that is correct. Because remember, they
This is Behind the Show with Michael, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Bantu expansion. So the Bantu were Bantu-speaking peoples in sub-Saharan Africa who migrated because of population pressures. The population pressures made them migrate to new areas, and they used canoes and iron. Iron helped them to clear the forest better and expand faster. They used clans and elders to organize their society, and this helped. Interaction with other areas for 100. This area, like Korea, served as a tributary state for China in the post-classical age. Isaac?
Yes, Mesopotamia.
Again, that is not the right time.
What are
period.
you doing?
Michael?
Get away.
It's just so easy. What is Vietnam?
That
They
is
even
correct.
borrowed Buddhism.
Back to Behind the Shot, this is Devin and Paul. Today we're going to be talking about Chinese influence on Southeast Asia.
So since Vietnam was a tributary state for China, China had a lot of important influence on Vietnam. So one of them was religion, but the biggest influence was politically. They used a lot of Confucianism for their government. This Germanic tribe converted to Christianity in order to gain more political power. Isaac?
Yeah, Abbasids.
Boy, that was in Islam.
No.
Chapter 14.
No,
dude.
please.
That's incorrect. Noah.
What are the Franks?
That is correct.
That was Clovis, right?
Welcome back to Behind the Shot, this is Paul and Michael, and today we're going to talk about the political impact on Clovis' conversion.
So Clovis' conversion helped the papacy support the Frankish Empire. The papacy supporting the Frankish Empire helped spread Christianity, and it also bolstered the imperial rule. His conversion also helped him gain support from the former Roman Empire, who were also Christians.
Hi, and we're back. Devin unfortunately couldn't make it anymore. He kind of left. So Continuing with me as host. So, this was used by Qin Shi Huangdi to unify China after the period of warring states. Paul.
Legalism?
That is correct.
I think. Yes, okay.
And the winner is Team Squid.